ready? I was ready.
B.W.O. 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 Brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. In this world, things get hard cause we been blinded by ignorance, man. Fear the unknown to progress is a hindrance. Silence is consent, so let your voices be heard. Man, we brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. Bringing light to the dark, revolution is an art. Man, a lot of people talk, but they ain't never walked apart. Gotta shine a light on poverty and fight against injustice. And always speak the truth when the enemy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. We back here with B.W.O. Followers is going up, but if you ain't one of them, you know what time it is.
Whoa, hold on. I got lost. What the fuck got choked up? All right, let's start this again.
That was funny as shit. Huh?
Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Get yourself together. Just let me know when you're ready. Hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. It's the 23rd of February. 23 is from my man Mike. We didn't shout him out last week at his birthday on the 17th. Every year, y'all should know because his shoes used to actually say that. 2/17/63, I believe. So y'all do the math. He's 60-something. That's all I can tell you because I wasn't born back in them days. But same shit going on back then, still going on now, man. Discrimination, hate, all kind of ugly living, man. And that's not what it's about. So BWO here is spread the news. A lot of shit going on. Pilots is going on strike because planes is still crashing every day. Trump and whoever that Elon dude is, they still acting a fool. Martinsburg got 95 indictments this month. Like, shit going crazy everywhere, man. Like, we're going to speak about Detroit and how they had a water pipe bust and the city froze over, which is crazy because cars were stuck in the street and everything, man. Like, a whole lot of things going on. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all in tune with Tony, Wayne, and Zeb, and let's get it, baby, because this is what time it is.
We ready. You ready? Look. So, all right, everybody. Welcome back. BWO. Here with Chris, Zeb, and Wayne. So we're going to jump into local high school scores as usual and that big Spring Mills Hanley game. I know you guys are ready to talk about that happened on Wednesday.
That joint was fire.
Yeah. So I'll go over scores real quick. Just preview through the week. So Monday, Millbrook defeated Sharando 69-57. Hanley defeated Liberty 75-39, and Meridian defeated Skyline 90-81. That was on Monday. So Tuesday, you had Sharando defeated Liberty 70-35, and Millbrook over Kettle Run 70-52. Wednesday, you had the big game where Hanley and Spring Mills went into overtime, and Spring Mills won 64-60 in a thriller. And Friday, so Friday started regional play, right?
Regional play, yep.
So these are scores from that.
I would still like to ask, what happened to districts?
Districts, regional, whatever it is.
Usually it's district and then the regional, then state.
Yeah, you're right. It's
They
districts.
usually do a district tournament.
So I'm guessing this is because it's William Monroe over Kettle Run 69-53. Fauquier defeated Culpeper 78-43, and Skyline defeated James Monroe 77-62, and Sharando defeated James Wood 46-41. So Sharando will play Hanley Monday in a playoff game. Then you have Millbrook plays Charlottesville.
Yeah, and then
See, that can't be district then. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused. Like, I guess they just don't do district anymore.
Yeah, it's like they just jump right into the regions.
That's wild, ain't it, Twin?
It is, because we used to do districts, and then if you had a losing record in one district, that's how you would get into.
You'd still get in.
Yeah, so
that's like March Madness. You can be 0-20 in the ODAC,
yep,
and then you win that 3-game tournament, and you win there.
Yep.
So that's surprising that they don't have that anymore.
Yeah, and Skyline will play Meridian on Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tough one. That's game 3 for them, right?
Yeah, they just lost to Meridian last week or this week.
Yeah.
By 9. So hopefully Skyline gets some get back. You know, keep the area teams around here winning.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, but Some teams just more superior than others because I don't think Sharando's going to beat Hanley.
Yeah. But now that you said Hanley, speaking of that game, Tony, what'd you think of it?
Oh, we just gonna jump right into this.
We jumping right into the Hanley Spring Mills.
I'll let y'all go first. I'll go
Man.
last.
We want to.
I got
hear
a
your
son
thought
on the
because
team.
you actually have a kid to play
I
for
mean,
Hanley squad.
I plead the fifth.
So there's no
I
plead the fifth on
fifth.
B.W.O. You gotta give the people what they want. So your thoughts on the game?
I've said it before, man. Zach, we love you, but offensively, just keeping it real, gotta change. Gotta change. You got too many dogs out there that can put that ball in the hoop, and it's just ball movement. Defensively they're fine.
Yeah.
But it just comes offensively. I mean, I've said it to everybody. I'm like, they win that game easily by 10 points or more, just team ball, offensively moving the ball.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
And to add on to that, Tony, so I was at the game also, and I agree with you with the offense, but there were times throughout the game where they were running plays and they were very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
They were sharing the ball.
Yeah,
they were moving the ball around, and they were getting buckets at will.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow it just turned into kind of like a one-man show. Like every time the point guard would come up the floor, it would always go to Will's side. And as soon as Will touches the ball, I mean, usually what happens is he puts it on the floor, goes to the bucket, draws a foul, or either shoots a three. But you're running that offense through one side of the court, and you need to move the ball around.
Mm-hmm.
So, me personally, they gotta move ball movement. Ball movement is the key for Hanley if they want to go deep in this tournament.
Yeah, agreed. Chris, you watched the game live, right?
Yeah, online.
Yeah. The thoughts?
That is probably the dopest atmosphere I've seen and heard in there since Mike Crawford, Robbie Moose, and them kind of guys played in the area, man. There ain't been no games like that since Kelly and Mike Crawford went head to head. Like them games was packed. That must have been an amazing atmosphere for y'all to be in, man. I seen it. I heard a lot of people talk about it. It was packed wall to wall, standing room only. That's a dope atmosphere, man. And for Spring Mills and Hanley to make that happen, man, shout out to them. But Spring Mills came down in Winchester and said, we're going to step all over Tommy Dixon Court right now and wipe our shoes off with this school right here. And they took us to overtime, so we hung in there for a while. But like you said, man, Will came out on fire. They didn't really guard him like that in the beginning, and maybe they didn't really know who he was, but that's weird because there's no way. Hanley had to know who Spring Mills was and vice versa. Why would it be so hype?
Right.
Two number one teams in their states and their conference or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Spring Mills had their whole team. So when people say they didn't, they had their whole team. That point guard, Quasi or whatever, he was nice. He could get wherever he wanted on the court. Javon played great defense. Those are some of my takeaways, man. But, yeah, team offense, no Christian getting involved enough. Javon not getting the shots off. They're not going to win like that. I don't blame it all on Will, but I blame it on the team as a whole. Like, they got to understand what they got to do. And when it's time to take over, sometimes you just got to do it. Javon, if you're open, shoot. Now, I can't say nothing about Amari. He didn't play a lot, did he?
Nah,
not much.
Yeah, and I think he should, but that's not my call. But I just, as an athlete in Spring Mills, they wasn't as big as I thought overall, but they had athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a key factor also was I noticed that Kyron and Christian had 4 fouls to end that game. And that's what I'm also saying with, they have talented players on their bench. If it's just a minute or two, give them a quick breather, man. These dudes are playing the whole game. I get it. These kids have fatigue, but eventually you're going to get tired. That's how you pick up dumb fouls. You didn't move your feet. Your legs are tight, heavy, any of that. We all play ball, so we know what it's like to play a lot of minutes during a game, man. So you're going to pick up dumb fouls, but I think there's got to be somewhat of a rotation going on with the heavy players and the talented people.
I even heard since I watched it and y'all was there, I don't think y'all heard the announcer live. That would have been fire. But the dude was talking the whole time, and he was like, the teams don't go that deep. He was like, Spring Mills goes 8, 9. He was like, Hanley goes about 7. He was like, it's tough on both teams.
I mean, 7 is pushing it. I would rather just say 6, really, because Amari was like the only one that really stepped on the Tommy Dixon's court.
Yeah,
And
I
it
think
wasn't
you're
for a
right.
long
I would
period
have
of
put
time.
Big Jay Sean, the young man that we had on our show a couple weeks ago, in that game. Like his body, his big size, man, he would have made a difference.
Yeah.
They're not getting around big boy like that.
But instead of letting Christian and Kyron pick those fouls up, that's what you have Javion for. Or
Jay Sean, yeah.
Jay Sean.
Imagine putting him in there, and then Isaiah should have played.
Yeah,
Brendan
man.
didn't play either.
Like Tony knows his team better than all of us, and Tony's told me, man, they have talent on that bench.
I coached all them boys.
Right.
Isn't Keon on their team?
Yeah.
Then none of them get in.
None.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, and I ain't gonna get into all of it, but I remember a couple kids like they might be on the show today. Like we ain't get in like that. And everybody's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
But that's not cool, man. And look, we had our Langs and everybody else, man. You always got that. Good thing. But I'm pretty sure Will and them will tell you, but like, shit, we know we play them every day in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
these kids can hoop, man. We need to be deeper on the court. We need to have more rotations, like y'all are saying. Y'all see it all the time. Tony Christian's son, he plays, and a lot of people shout him out as being the best overall player damn near in the area. So you got to get that young man the ball. They should have a 2-man game more with him and Will then.
Yeah, but it hurts the team though, because like if the ball's in Will's hand, the other side of the floor is just at standstill. They should be flash cutting. They should be backdoor cutting.
Well, that's where they need to take notes and watching Steph Curry and all these guys to play that. They don't stand still.
But the issue I have is like I've seen Christian back cut a lot, but they don't even see it because they're dribbling, their heads down, like so it's like they're not even looking for that. That's not a part of their offense. They need to make that a part of their offense because they can get backdoor lobs all day.
I just think people going that they play in these playoffs, they're gonna watch that tape and they're gonna be like, all right, this is how they lost because this is their only loss, and they can see it. That's why I'm like, man, I can't say Hanley won't win, but I never thought there would be a chance where Hanley and Hampton is going to be it's a matchup, Hanley versus Hampton, and I can't see us beating a school like that. Just knowing where they are and who they are is where we grew up, man. Yeah. I mean, that's Allen Iverson and Michael Vick's neighborhood. We ain't got nobody like that.
And Tony will tell you, man, like they got better throughout the game against Will, man. Like they started like guarding tight. Well, they started getting more blocks on him.
Well, because somebody was saying, I forget who it was. I heard it somewhere. Somebody said like the Spring Mills coach didn't even watch film on Hanley.
Yeah,
supposedly. I mean, and that's why like Will went off until they adjust. You know what I mean? How do you not watch? I mean, I get it because their head coach ain't there, but still, that's another story.
But some teams and schools be like, we're only content and worried about ourselves, and whoever we play would deal with it when we play them.
It's not
the great way. It's not a smart way to go all the time. But some teams are really like, well, look, we do what we do every game. We're not worried. And it took them a little while to figure it out against Hanley because Will was lighting them up.
But you got to think about it, though, Tony. They're West Virginia and Hanley's Virginia, so they really don't play each other, and they really won't see each other in the playoffs. So I understand the film aspect of it, and this was a game that was just scheduled.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's been scheduled since the beginning of the year.
But I'll be honest, I've never heard of that in my life.
So with that being said,
that's dope.
But with that being said, there wasn't probably time for them to have any scouts come up to even get film. So if they didn't get film from like another school, then they were screwed.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a coach. There's no coach.
No, they did. They just had their assistant. So it was like Briscoe or Donald Finley coaching.
Oh. Yeah, the head coach is like suspended or administrative
I'm not gonna lie to
whatever.
You, the assistant, I mean, he made some great in-game adjustments, man. Like that's what got his team back in there because Hanley was winning that game, man.
They were up 20-9 after the first period, and they only scored 4 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an adjustment right there.
It went into the half. Hanley was up 24-22.
Yep, 2 points.
How they be doing on them sports shows, man? Let me ask y'all this. Let's start something.
All right.
What if Trey had to coach that game?
Oh Lord, that would have been.
Could they have had a different outcome?
That would have been a bigger thriller, I think.
I mean, going into overtime, period.
That was a thriller game.
Ask for much more. It lived up to the billing. The gym was fucking packed, wall to wall. People, not fight literally.
I heard there was more legends at the game than Apple Blossom.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I haven't seen that gym packed since we were in school, man. Like the 90s. Like the 90s, man, that gym used to be packed.
Oh, James Wood and Hanley.
Yeah.
I remember when my
Yeah, because it was
freshman
lit back then. But
because
there was
you
great
had
teams and
Boone and
athletes in the area.
yeah, because you had Boone and Tigney and Crawford. Like, dude, it
All
was
on one team. I'm telling you that. It was different.
always yeah, it was. That's the last time I can remember like
That's
games
what I'm
like
saying,
that.
man.
Hanley
And we had no social media. You just get it.
Like when I
Motherfuckers
tell
knew it was game time.
when I tell you fellas, I didn't even get to seat. I stood up for 5 quarters, man.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That's how packed it
I
was.
showed up late. I had a game with my middle school, Daniel Moore. Yeah, and I got there right when the first half ended.
As
So
many great football teams as Hanley's had, I guarantee you, they've never packed that stadium the same as when the Partlows and Tiny and them played. Because I've been there when a lot of great
Oh,
athletes.
no,
And
they have.
it never feels like that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So the people just don't come out like that. And I think a lot of it deals with people coming in from other places and a lot of us that don't even live there no more. So the whole thing has just changed.
It depends on the matchup.
But Hanley's had lots of great athletes and teams, and nobody goes to the games like it used to when Tiny and all them played. When Carl and them was on the team, I'm telling you, that stadium, the whole place was packed. The
No,
whole
I mean,
green.
I can say like people
It's
come
never
to
been
watch.
that way.
People come to watch Hanley. They have their support. Like that gym, it isn't like packed, but there's like the red that come all the time. Like you know what I mean, and
Yeah,
watch their game.
but it's
But you're
coming.
playing like a Spring Mills or a short, like a huge game like that. Everybody go and it shows.
Man, we
Everybody's
played
gonna come
Huguenot in
out.
them, and it's still not as packed as that one was. That's because also Martinsburg and wherever they're from is right up the street.
Well, Huguenot's like Richmond.
But no matter what, it doesn't matter how good Sharando or Jameswood is. Look, that gym should be packed, visitor and home side, because it's only 10, 15 minutes apart, man. Like these gyms.
Oh,
need to be
Millbrook,
packed,
like
man.
when Millbrook and Hanley play each other, throw the right, like it's packed.
Every area matchup.
Yeah, every area match is like packed. The gym's
But
packed.
the atmosphere is not like that.
No,
and it
wasn't.
should be for Hanley and Sharando, Hanley Wood and Hanley Millbrook, and vice versa. Those interchangeable Frederick County schools, them games should be rowdy.
Yeah, but you're right. It was just like the whole atmosphere itself.
It's because people knew it
Along
was
with
two
it.
of the top teams in the whole states, and they was like, "Oh," and they undefeated, and they had only lost one, and that was the game they got in trouble.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch Spring Mills win the state championship in West Virginia, and then Hanley will win it in Virginia.
Wouldn't that
Like,
be
game
something?
was
Yeah,
10
that would be something.
from different states.
Yeah.
Keep our eyes on.
Mhm.
Zeb, we're having a rematch of that game at the Hoops for Hope. We're having an event.
Right.
Yeah,
In
Because Spring
Shenandoah,
Mills-
where it should be played.
Spring Mills made the state champ last year and lost.
Yeah.
So they made it, but they
and
didn't
those
win
kids
it.
are back.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, pretty much all of them are back.
Yeah. I could only.
But Hanley went to states and lost, and those kids are back, so it's even.
I didn't get there early, but I could only imagine the line getting into the game, man. It had to have been like apple blossom waiting on a.
Oh, well,
Italian
they said it
sausage.
was packed because the JV teams played first.
Yeah.
And ironically, they lost by 4-2. Haley. I asked about that game, and they was up big on them.
Because we didn't even know that
Hanley's,
the JV was playing.
Hanley's JV team was up.
That must have been in the first half.
And
'Cause I got there towards the end, and when I walked in the door, Spring Mills JV was winning.
Mhm.
So they must have had the lead pretty much out of the first half.
Yeah, they let it slip away. They had it too. So
Yeah, if I didn't know there was a JV game going on. If I knew that,
I didn't either. I thought it was just
I would have got
varsity.
there for that game.
I thought it was just varsity playing.
That's dope that they let both of them play, though.
Yeah, man.
They was like, hey, we want the young ones to get ready, too.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, like Spring Mills JV team, they look pretty good too.
Oh, I'm sure.
They beat
So
us.
so Hanley,
Yeah, right. It's like our JV team is no slouch either.
No, that's what I was just about to say. So Hanley and Spring Mills, they got a bright future, man. They got some good players coming up.
Mhm.
Yeah, Spring Mills is a powerhouse because they were undefeated in football too before they got in.
Well, that's actually like I think their very first good year in football.
It's a
And
new
they've
school,
always
though.
had like a losing record,
Right.
Yeah.
like winning 1 or 2 games, and somehow it turned around in like a year. Like this, I think the year before they were like 500.
Yeah.
Man, people
They
be
were
sleeping.
bad.
Even when I was in middle school, man, our hardest competition was not Brian Atkins and Terrence and all these dudes we played. It was Charlestown. They was stacked.
Yeah.
Like, that was our hardest team to play every year. We
Yeah.
loved it when we beat them. We'd be hyped. because they, you know what I mean. They came in with beards and gold chains and everything. We in 7th grade. We like, damn.
Yeah, because they were supposed to be in 9th grade. That's why they were power out.
For real, ask Jermaine Walker. When we played them, dude,
we're playing football.
We all look like babies, and they look like grown young men. We was like, what?
Oh, I played them too. Like there was guys on there that had full beards, man. I was just like, what, man? I didn't even have chin hair, mustache. I ain't had no sideburns.
You still don't have chin hair.
They called me babyface for a reason.
Yeah, but no lie though, they could play, man. They had great players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how
Yeah,
old
man.
people are. When it's only a couple years,
So-
when you're that young, it's fine.
All right, we'll wrap this up. We got to wrap. So, final thoughts on that game. If you got anything else to say about that game?
Hey, 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. Hey, we got to keep matching schools up like this in the area so we can get these fans out here in these gyms and have a nice atmosphere to play in, man. I mean, these guys love that atmosphere, man. They were ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll add on what you guys were saying. It's the atmosphere was amazing, and I'll just say, I do love what Zach does for these kids because a lot of people don't know, want to talk shit, like these kids ain't ready and blah blah blah. No, these kids, like you just said, I know these kids.
Just one loss, man.
Man, one loss, and they
Against the
took them
best
in
team.
overtime.
Yeah.
All right. So these kids live in the gym, eat and breathe basketball, live in it. So I will take up for these kids. They're my boys. I'll call them my boys because they are.
We all know
They
you are.
live
We all
in
know
the
you
gym.
are.
So don't.
So they play Sharando first.
But hold on, I'll say this, and I'll add on. It's like people don't know. It's like, remember Haley played John Marshall over the summer. They played John Marshall. Everybody talks about.
Yeah, they were a windshield in the winter. They got scrapes.
So
but
they
still
played Paul, but what I'm getting at is they played Paul the Sixth. So don't act like these boys they've seen tough competition. All of them play AAU, high level AAU basketball.
And this is
And
good. 'Cause guess
they
what?
are built, all of them are built for the moment.
It was
So that's
better
all
for
I
them
gotta
to
do.
lose that game than to lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I mean, it'll humble you. You're right that you take a loss, it'll humble you. It's got to humble the coaches, the players.
So what's your
you
prediction on them and Sharando?
Oh, they scraped Sharando about 40. They're gonna come out pissed. Watch.
So what's that going to matter? Who y'all would play after that? Millbrook, Charlottesville?
Yeah, the winner of that one. And then it's on to hold on, I think I got the schedule somewhere. I'll try to find it.
We can get back to that a little later.
Yeah, I had it somewhere. I believe. Oh,
Now,
yep, here you go.
We
Here
gotta
you
move
go.
on though. But yeah, we never ever said these boys can't play. That must be for all the social media.
Yeah, that was aimed towards
fingers.
certain people.
Yeah,
We want to,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Hanley's got it.
because I'll take them boys over anybody and scrape y'all on the foot. Put your squad together, and I'll take them boys over anybody.
I just want to see a little bit more.
That's just how fired up I am about it. I love them kids. Like they can play. Like you said, all of them that didn't even get in the game.
Yeah,
Like Isaiah Baxter, Amari, Brendan Campbell, all them come. Man, get the hell out of here. I'm pressing the hell out, y'all. We running.
I want to see more player involvement than just the starters.
Y'all done.
All right, so we can go ahead and move on.
Oh, I thought I had the girls.
Did you have it up? We got the girls.
Yeah, I got the girls actually. Let's not forget about the girls.
Hanley
So we'll
played
mention
John
it real
Marshall.
quick.
They played though.
Hmm?
They played John Marshall.
Yeah, over to in Richmond. They hung with them for a while, but John Marshall's just shit.
Yeah.
Spring Mills quit now. Ain't nobody hang with them.
Highlights on that if you want to see, but
Bro, like, I mean, hey, they got. Hey, I'll say this, but them boys earned their respect because there was like parents from John Marshall, like, where y'all from?
Yeah,
Like, because they was in the game.
They
Like,
never heard of it.
They was like in the
where's
game, man. We had the lead for a minute, maybe a second, but it's just like how Haley does teams. They just too much. They just so deep.
Yeah, when I meet people like in that area, like I'm from Virginia, Winchester. They're like, "Where's that?" They don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's no.
Yeah, Wayne Burton with the highlights.
Oh yeah.
So, but I'll mention real quick the girls
they don't play
bracket.
around.
Charlottesville is the number 1 seed, and Haley's the number 2. So they both have a. And Haley plays
right there, Duncan.
James Wood girls, and I think they actually play tomorrow, I believe. There you go, Chris. Don't want to leave the girls out. And then we got to mention a shout out to Reagan Etzel for being nominated with Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, Player of the Week.
Player of the Week. So everybody go vote for that young lady.
Yeah, like 2 times in a row.
Yeah, where do we go to vote? Hold on, I got that.
You can vote multiple times too.
Yeah, you can keep voting.
But there's a girl from Texas that she's way up there in them votes.
And she's probably wrong.
I just vote for the hometown young lady. That's it.
This girl Regan be having 30-point triple doubles and stuff, man. She be killing that handling.
Yeah, every time I see the paper, man, like
38, 40, I'm telling you, she be killing.
I mean, crazy numbers, man. I'll be like, what?
She has video game. She has video game numbers. It's ridiculous.
Really does, man. I need to go check this girl out.
The only thing I will say, and I've said this in the stand, Reagan, if you're listening or anybody, pass the message. She needs to start keeping her head up, dribbling the ball though, because she looks at the floor, dribbling the ball.
Right.
That's it. That's the only critique I got. That's it. Weakness. She looks down when she don't keep them eyes up. But other than that, that's all I got, guys, for local scores. Go Judges. On to the state title. Here we come.
The Skyline girls basketball?
They lost.
What?
Yeah, because I heard their best player, she had got suspended in school, so she didn't play, and they lost.
Who, Scott? Who is it?
Skyline girls.
Who's their best player?
Number 4.
Is it who's the girl we've been talking about?
Diamond.
I want to say Diamond. That's it.
Yeah, she got suspended or something.
What?
Yeah.
Diamond and Carson, they're their best players, I think.
And they wouldn't let her play that game, and Skyline lost.
Stay out of trouble, kids.
No, I heard it wasn't even like a trouble thing. It was like talking in class or something over the teacher or something like that. Like
back talking.
No, like she was talking while the teacher was talking, like to someone else, I think. And
I mean, to be honest, is that kind of petty?
Man, that's how shit goes.
Yeah, that's what
I get it.
Told, but
they do what they want. It's annoying.
It was nothing that she should have been suspended for. She probably should have got like detention or something, like after school. But
yeah,
they suspended her for the
Well,
game.
that is a rule, though. I can say that if you get in trouble that day, get ISR or what, you can't participate in nothing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened. So.
Yeah, so unfortunately, that's what you can't participate.
Yeah.
But that teacher cost their team.
Yeah, the teacher probably had it in for her.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say. Whoever that teacher is, I bet it was nothing.
Stay quiet about it.
She had it out for her.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. What are we moving on to now? What topic?
You said teachers. What about ADs?
Oh, man. Yeah, let's stick with let's talk about James Wood. Sorry, got some friends out there at James Wood. But guys, what the fuck is going on at James Wood? All these petties. You got the AD sending nude pics to students. And this is the 4th or 5th teacher in the Frederick County schools, like the past 2 years, that's done, got caught sending nudes or messing with a kid or so. The past 2 years, about 4 or 5 students, and then now teachers, I'm sorry, accused or been convicted and arrested, and now there's another investigation of another teacher.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right
getting
now.
Got indicted or whatever, getting investigated. Another one at James Wood. Oh yeah, the fellows are looking at what's his name? Call him out. He out there.
Brian.
Public knowledge now. Shit.
Brian Sullivan is one of them.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the AD. Was the AD, I should say.
Apparently, he was arrested in PA.
Yeah, he was trying to flee.
So he was trying to run. I mean, looking at this guy, he looks familiar, man. Like I've seen this dude before.
Is he related to Corey Sullivan?
I'm not 100% sure, dude. But he had been the school's coordinator of student activities since 2022 and reportedly in Pennsylvania visiting family.
Yeah, yeah.
With a felony warrant that was issued.
Yeah. Apparently, supposedly visiting family, but
they said that he is a Pittsburgh native and he began working as a math teacher at James Wood in 2012 and 13. So this might have been going on for quite some time.
Well, that's what I was
just now getting caught.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say was that people, I read the comment, whatever, people commenting on Facebook, the article that people have been complaining about this guy for years.
Yeah.
Like, and they finally got proof now. Whatever student he was sending the pics to finally turned it.
1 year as an assistant to former coordinator of student activities, in addition to teaching the math. He also coached the boys varsity soccer team for 10 years. 8 of those was as a head coach, and 2 of them was for an assistant.
Damn.
And 8 years as an assistant basketball coach also. He was named Frederick County Public Schools Teacher of the Year in 2017.
He's going to be Prisoner of the Year now.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's been under investigation for a while, according to the article.
Yeah. But like I said, now there's supposedly another one. They didn't give no name yet, but some other teacher at James Wood is being investigated too for the same thing. So thoughts on this, fellas?
Look, they're saying that they hired him in 2012, and he'd been to jail before he got hired. Felony.
Really?
Doesn't say what it's for, because it would be in another state.
Gotcha.
All right, he served jail time in 2011 for probation violation from a 2009 felony.
So James Wood hiring felons
to be a teacher.
Man, this even gets deeper.
Athletic director.
Chris, you're muted. But yeah,
that's what this is saying right here.
So he already had a record on it.
Yeah.
And
they need people so bad, like teachers. There's such a
but then he got hired back in, what'd you say, Wayne, 2012?
2012.
That's 13 years ago.
Yeah, he was hired in 2012, and in 2011 he was in jail just the year before he got hired.
Wow. Oh, damn.
It doesn't say what the felony was, but it would be easy to find that out.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's all public records.
That goes back on like the background checks and all that, man. Like they didn't do a thorough investigation on this individual.
That just blows my mind. And that's scary.
Man, they might not have done it. Sometimes you start a job somewhere and they're not worried about giving you a drug test. They just want you to work there.
They basically looked at his resume and his accolades, and they were probably in desperate need of a math teacher and probably just hired him and never followed up on a thorough.
But God, thoughts on that? Shit, that goes into a whole nother.
Well, they're probably not expecting that from a teacher. Like, you're not expecting a teacher to have a felony.
Yeah.
You think they'll be good as a teacher?
You're supposed to be, but you never know, man. This stuff goes on.
Man, do your background checks on a lot of people. Wink, wink. Winchester, do your background checks on a lot of people, because I'll just say a lot of y'all be following some people that they pretty shady. And there's
right.
You think they're good people.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had to touch on that because that was definitely an area.
Oh, no, we got to keep talking about that. I mean, what's your thought? Like, this is fucking with kids, man. Like,
I mean, it's definitely inappropriate. I mean,
because the one.
Based on the allegations.
Yeah, because I forget the woman's name, but she coached at James Wood Middle or one of them basketball schools and was messing with the damn middle school or the basketball team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
And she was a teacher
at
Admiral Byrd or something.
He turned her in.
So did they state if it was like a female or a male? Like
it just says student. 17. Rumors you hear is it's a boy, but of course people.
I mean, I would imagine it because he coached boys soccer and boys basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think dude's married too. So
it's just weird.
It's weird. It's weird to talk. I even talking about it, but you got to bring it to the light. It's like, we all have kids, right? Except for Chris. He's just a big kid himself. But
He's
it's
the
like,
uncle. That's the uncle.
like what I think Zeb just touched on. It's like, we're supposed to trust our teachers and people like, with our kids because they're basically watching our kids
Yeah.
more than us, really.
They
Like
spend more time.
they spend a lot of time with teachers and coaches and stuff like that. It's crazy, man. I mean, if I found out like my kid, so I would flip on somebody.
It's just real sketchy to me because, like, I mean, you see nowadays how girls are dressing and kids are dressing nowadays. I mean, it's to one another, it's more sexier towards the boys when they see girls dressing like that. But now you got to start thinking about teachers looking at your kids like that. Like, man, it's scary, man.
Man, I ain't gonna say no names, but I went to school in Hanley, and I remember some teachers. I liked some of them teachers, but I seen how they looked at the girls we went to school with. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
I seen it. Like, it's natural, obviously, just to look, but then you got to realize, well, you guys are grown men, so
right, man.
They dress different when we were in school too. Now they wear more revealing clothes.
Oh,
like
yeah.
tighter.
But then that could also go
Like-
up here. Most of them wear uniforms. And
Now
shit.
does that?
So
Yeah,
now-
because and that honestly now that comes down to dress code. Because remember when we was in school,
But I'm glad we didn't wear uniforms. I ain't gonna lie.
listen,
I see why they do it though.
I'll touch on this because the volleyball team and hey, like the first time I don't know, Quincy was a freshman or so, whatever. I'm picking him up from football or something. And here all these girls come walking out, and I mean, with the butt cheeks hanging, like that's how short these shorts are. And Quincy, I said, "What are they wearing?" He's like, "That's their volleyball uniform." I'm like, "What?" I mean, there ain't no damn way my dog is gonna wear something like that. It's basically underwear.
Yeah, man.
Like,
and that goes back on the school because they order.
It does. To me, it's like the schools too. On top of this, because like you said, like Chris, you just said you really, hey, you're the adult in the room, right? They're kids. That is a click in your foot. Like you're an adult.
Make them wear uniforms, man.
Yeah,
uniforms.
But these girls, I will say, I'm glad they get because man, what they're wearing and what these schools these days allow them to wear to school.
Yeah,
it's like, and hey, I'm all for like wear what you want, blah. But there's a time and a place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they could come up with something else. You could almost have like the spandex shorts.
Well, look at the girls' basketball shorts,
like compression, and then you put normal shorts over the top. Like there's a way to cover these girls up more, man.
Well, look at the basketball shorts. I mean, even the boys they want to roll them up as high as they can. Now it's this style like rolling them all it's tight,
waist,
And the girls are
it's like the old Celtics, Larry Bird.
They want to look like that now. Yeah, just. Nut huggers.
Hell no. Like, I would never dress like that.
Dude, that shit started
I don't care if I'm the only one.
When I had Christian in like 7th or 8th grade, they all started. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Weird, man. It makes people look.
It's cool.
Nah.
But for professional sports, it gets the views up, man. Like, because people want to see that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we get that. Yeah. But see, they're adults though. We're talking about kids, right? Like there's a difference.
I'm glad I brought it up because that's a difference. You know what I'm saying? They're grown women.
Yeah, they grown women, whatever. But yeah, we talking about kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm glad. When you got a daughter.
Kids being watched by adults.
You let your daughter go out like that? Did you let Brie go out like that?
Man, Brie got more respect than that, man.
That's it. Because you raised her right. You said shit. She ain't going out like that.
She does not need her daddy to go to jail.
Yes, that's why I say I'm glad I don't have a daughter. I would lose my mind.
But yeah, man. I'm glad I got a good, disciplined, well-respected daughter, man.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Shout out to Britt. But so
she's traveling right now with her mom down in South Carolina. They're just touring.
What, they on vacation?
Yeah, they don't come back till Wednesday, bro.
Oh, hell, they didn't invite B.W.O along on the trip?
They left Friday, too.
Damn.
Doing a whole bunch of shopping. Just a girl, mom, daughter thing, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
time together.
You tell them now, when you say, hey, B.W.O man trip. Now, the girls done went. We going across the country.
Oh, I don't have to tell
We're waiting for y'all to come up here.
Yeah, see, we got to do something.
We're going to Vegas.
We're about to get the B.W.O tour bus, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna have.
So he's trying to go sing.
I mean, I don't drink anymore, but we can have the hangover 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna
you can be the one to get the tattoo.
we're gonna pull up like college game day with our tour bus, baby.
Gee, but
yeah, man. Final thoughts on that though, man. What I mean,
I was gonna say, I was like, I think we basically said it all. Like, man, you got brothers, you're the fucking adult, and like we just said, we trust our teachers. Supposed
you
to
can't
trust
no one, really. The truth
I
is, you
know.
can't trust no one.
Let me reword. I say you're supposed to trust your and coaches and people like that of authority, in school. So, your lunch ladies, whatever, all the staff, school staff, because like we said, our kids are in their hands more than 50% of the time, year round.
Oh man,
a lot of times
they used to have that show called Catch a Predator. They got canceled.
Yeah.
They were catching teachers, a judge. Like it's all that permeates all different career paths, man.
Because at the end of the day, it's just people. People are people.
It's just people.
Yep.
But yeah, I get that.
So with that being said, my final take with people being people. Parents, just know what's going on in your kids' lives. Know what they're walking out in. Know how they're dressed.
Check that
communication
phone
with your kid, man. Like if something's going on in school, let your kid know. Look, if a teacher's looking at you funny, you let me know. I will address it. You have to communicate with your kids. That's my final take. Communication.
Yes, sir. So, all right, Chris, you was talking about these Detroit and the flooding with the water pipe, the main water pipe busting in Detroit and freezing over. Man, we're gonna cut you off, man. You ain't like Zeb now.
Zeb's the one that's from Detroit.
Muted and shit.
Yeah, because if there's noise in the background, you should mute it. You feel me?
Yeah. So
seriously though, it was a main water pipe burst.
Yeah, so I didn't really look into this
on
much.
Tuesday, and then it froze over Wednesday and Thursday. When people woke up, there was like 2.5, 3 feet of water throughout their streets in the whole neighborhood, and cars and everything frozen over. Like everything was frozen. People couldn't go nowhere. Now that's nuts.
Dude, it looked like the movie. What was it? Not end of days.
Day After Tomorrow.
The Day After Tomorrow. That's what it reminded me of.
Well, that's why when people be like global warming, I'm like, man, don't believe that dumb shit. Because this kind of stuff wouldn't happen if there was real global warming. That global warming means global, and it is not true. But anyway, that shit's crazy. What do y'all think? What imagine
global
warming outside in the morning and y'all's cars is frozen in the streets and in your driveways and everything. Water was like you couldn't get out the bridge.
Somebody be buying a new car. That would ruin your car if that water gets up in the
they're done
and then freezes. The ice expands. It'll
so that's the city that's responsible.
Well, that's my question. Looking into it is like, is the city paying for this damage?
Of course.
Yeah, think about that, man.
Yeah, right.
Because when it comes,
I mean, I don't know.
Are they paying for the stuff in Cali?
They try to weasel their way out of everything else. They'll come up with some clause, or wasn't there, or though. Because somebody was stating that, of course, if it was like your house, like the line in your land,
the insurance,
then the city can get out. So that's something to hold. They'll be like, oh, it was one of the houses.
You got full coverage on your car.
Yeah, here's my thing.
Yeah, you got full. Yeah, you got full coverage. You're good.
But my thing on it, like
you should be,
as the city officials, you should have a designated plan intact. If something like this happens, where is this water gonna go? It should be being pushed towards some manhole.
Yeah.
And this shit is just in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Like a river.
Yeah, it's wild. Like you're right.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, how did this happen?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, where's all the manhole with where the water drains, the sewage and shit.
And I can see water.
I mean, I know
like the sidewalks and shit like that, but we're talking like
up
to the hood of their car.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that water got in their car and froze.
Man, their vehicles are done.
Yeah,
all that's done.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you do bring up a good point. It's like, yeah, you can see flooding, but I mean, from a water pipe busting,
like we've seen this
it was
shit
like
happen.
A tub. It was just filling up.
Yeah, but we've seen this shit happen in DC, and it didn't fucking go up above no people's cars and shit, man.
Yeah, 3 feet. They should never get that high.
Yeah,
there's something wrong there.
Something's going on.
Chris, I know you got something to say. You just sitting back. What you
Y'all
got?
think it was on purpose?
Possibly.
I'm not going that, but
They don't
I'd have
take
to look
care of
into
people
it.
with
What
mischief.
community did this happen in?
That
Who lived there?
Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what kind of people lived there? Were they minorities?
Detroit's pretty much mostly minorities.
Yeah, Detroit is, yeah.
Yeah, man. And we just had an incident in North Carolina with the power and the water there. Like it just seems like
Yeah.
it's happening one after another, man. Just like these plane crashes.
But speaking about weather, what about in Montreal? Did y'all see what happened there? And in upstate New York, but Montreal mostly.
No, sir. Didn't see it.
I dream of it just because I'm that kind
You
of
talking
guy.
about the
That'd be
snow?
dope. Man, they had 3.5 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
They had 3.5 feet. The next day got like 2 inches. And then the next day, another 3.5 feet. I'm like, holy shit. They had over 7 feet. They said they almost had 8 feet of snow in 2.5 days.
What?
Could you imagine?
That's dope. Like we wouldn't go to work
That's
in 2
dope.
weeks. Like,
That's dope.
Yeah,
You want 8 feet of snow? Hell
hey, you wouldn't even be
Only
able to open your
kids.
front door.
You gotta jump out the second story.
Yeah, right?
But where you going?
You're gonna dive in the snow and then you're gonna start shoveling that shit.
To do what?
Right.
At least have a pathway to get out. Like, damn.
But how can you get out if the streets ain't gonna be cleaned either? 8 feet, they gonna have to wait a couple days.
If they knew that was coming, I mean, trucks had to been going like for 2 days nonstop, just scraping the roads.
Oh, I'm looking it up
like
right now.
So like your sidewalks probably got 8 feet, but the city probably kept up with it. You know what
Would
I'm
you
saying?
go to work?
Would I go to work? Man, hell
Would
no.
you go to work?
So that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
look,
I wouldn't
hey,
do
look,
that
this is
either.
why I go to work every day and not use my sick time and vacation up for days when I do need to take a day off. You know what I mean? Like, but that ain't gonna be a day where they're forcing me to use my sick though, for real. Because look, I can't.
Nah, everybody gonna be off. The whole company gonna be closed.
Yeah, man, you gotta accommodate everybody.
But that's wild, man. We never get no snow like we used to when we was young in our area.
All right, Chris, I'm reading this, and they say they only got 3 feet of snow.
3 feet.
It depends what area you're reading of.
That's still a lot, man. 3 feet.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
That was one day.
It's saying like
2 days later, they got 3.5 feet. Yeah.
That's half my body.
Yeah. Dang, hold on. Hold on. 134.
Centimeters.
Yeah. Which is you're right.
They got mad
So-
snow, I'm telling you.
Okay. It's at a record that an historic snowfall during ties this 127-year-old record in Montreal.
That's so crazy because I didn't even hear that on the news or anything. Man.
No, that's what Trump don't want us talking about Canada. You know
You
what
got
I
a good point there. Though.
Yeah, he don't want us talking about Canada. He control
We're not
him
reporting
and Musk and
anything
all
about
that.
Canada.
They controlling the news right now.
We're just controlling tariffs over there. That's it.
Yeah, throwing tariffs and sending immigrants out. Yeah, whatever, and just taking our money.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they let Kendrick do the halftime show. He was like, we're going to bury Canada.
Oh, that's a good point.
Canada's taking a lot of L's right now, man. They're going down.
They're trying to make Canada part of the U.S., man.
Yeah, but how's he want to make it a next state? It's bigger than the rest of the 50 states.
Listen, we're talking about Trump here.
He said, I'm going to make it a state.
Nah, maybe it's playing as a take because they have their territories and you just make the territories a state.
We're talking about a president that's taking shit from Elon Musk's son, man. Like,
Yeah.
he told him shut up, and he shut up.
So then he can take Canada and just double the United States
Man.
and have 50 more states.
Elon Musk's son is scary looking. That boy could be in a horror movie.
I feel sorry for people when he gets older, man. He's going to be in that fucking same position, man. His dad is putting a chip in his brain, man. That dude's going to run some shit, man. I'm telling you. Little rich fucker.
It'll be like Demolition Man by the time
Trump,
he's older.
he told Trump, shut the hell up.
Yeah, man.
This is my Oval Office. Go,
that little kid's probably richer than Donald.
He said, go give me a Capri Sun, bitch.
And he's like 3.
Yeah, man. That dude's already.
He was in a 3-piece and everything.
You see that shit?
Yeah. You saw that, right?
Jacket, 3-piece suit, like
because his dad's running it.
Man.
Knows Elon Musk runs things. It's not Donald Trump.
He don't go to public school, man. He got his own school.
I heard him say, I was like, shit. School? He like school? Money's my school. Man. Tesla.
But yeah, that my final thought on the Detroit shit though. What's up with the city of Detroit, man? Tighten up.
Yeah, I mean, prayers all them people, that happening, but that was wild when I saw them. Everything we seen, these plane crashes, these floods,
it's water,
all this shit.
Water problems because Flint, Michigan, contaminated water.
Yeah,
they allowed that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we got to get the city of Detroit and they workers out there, and they need to start digging this concrete up and putting these pipes back into position where they can sustain this stuff, man. Like something's going on underground with this shit, man. So,
but you also got to think, how long have all these pipes been underneath these cities?
That's what I'm saying. It's probably been decades, man. So it's past due to upgrade, man. Like they're doing it around Winchester here in Virginia.
They are.
Like they've been digging all kinds of grounds up and putting new pipes underground, man. They're taking care of the city out here, man.
They're making a place for the water to drain too. Like
exactly.
North side. It used to drain on the train track.
Yeah.
Now they made that.
They dug all that up.
Yeah,
that's where that water supply is going to be going and stuff. So.
See, look, to touch on that, it said this water main that busted in Detroit was built in the 1930s.
1930s. There's 100 years.
Yes, it said the 54-inch steel transmission line built in the 1930s, ruptured in southeast part of the city.
Yep. So it was probably
they had inflatable boats to get through the supposed knee-deep water, but that shit was higher than that.
Yeah, but remember
I saw.
Detroit, that's like one of the poorest cities in the United States.
Yeah.
They fell on hard time.
It used to be one of the wealthiest.
It was.
So
they ruined it on purpose.
So when that happened, like all that area, they still had power and all that?
What, this water main break?
Yeah.
I doubt they probably. I could see how they had power.
People had to escape, man.
Yeah.
That water was everywhere.
Shit. How you escape? Walk on the ice?
No, while it was happening, though, while it was flooding. And then by the time they realized it was fucking frozen over the next day, because it's that cold.
Yeah, I was just waiting and just worked my skis out, man, and just went skiing.
Well, they was doing that in Montreal. That shit was dope. I seen it. They was doing all kinds of stuff. I swear, but they had people down that snowstorm too.
Them digging up the hole. It's huge. So it flooded 150 to 200 homes were damaged. On top of all the car, everything else, in the road.
That's crazy.
Says it could take them 2 weeks or longer to fix it.
Yeah, you got to believe the temperatures are probably frigid out there, man, because it froze. You know what I mean? So they're probably taking their time on trying to fix that shit, man.
1v1.
That's crazy. That's a massive hole. Look at the dude just walking in that shit.
Dummy.
That's got to be freezing.
Like a worker. But that's wild, man.
Jesus, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts and prayers go out to all the families that this happened to, man. It's just sad, man.
Agreed, yes. So, Craig, what we got now? Plane crashes. You got
pilots is going on strike.
Airlines going on strike. Can't hear you, bro.
I said the pilots is going on strike. Certain airlines.
So we have these.
Zeb knock something out.
I don't know what Zeb did. Zeb, what'd you do, bro?
I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Dog.
You there?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
You with us? Can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Don't know what's going on. You're muted.
No.
What's that in? Oh no, technical difficulties now. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Damn dog.
Sorry, my damn dog done done walking around the table and pull the cord out.
We love Barney, though. We love Barney. He's a part of the show.
Zeb fixed it. So yeah, Chris, what I was saying was you just mentioned this morning that pilots are going on strike now.
Yep, because there's too much stuff happening with airlines, airports, stuff in the air in general, and crashes. So there's a lot of them that's going on strike. I seen an interview with a lady this morning. She was like, "I'm on the plane. We waiting to take off."
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a while for people's like, there's no pilot. The pilot went on strike. And they're like, what? But then I seen it like there's certain airlines that they're going on strike because there's like it's too much going on.
Right. I'm looking at it. Let me see. So airline strike current. Yep. Strikes in the U.S. Let's see.
It makes sense. In the meantime, I'm gonna shout out to homie 1v1. Oh, back there, boy.
Crazy.
But to top it off, though, Chris, like, what's up with all the firings with the FAA?
Well, you see, they just fired a well-qualified chief, young black man. They fired him and replaced him with a very unqualified, so to speak, that people said, white man. And he got rid of the women. He's just getting rid of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
and that's what
is this a form of corruption?
Brother Jason said. He was like, man, he's going to have the military turn against our own people. And I've been saying that. Y'all really believe that would happen, and our military is going to turn on us if they get enough people to be the way that Trump and Elon want them to be.
You gotta believe it because of who's in control, man. Look what he's already done.
If they get their followers, then it's on. They gonna fucking dominate us though, because we don't got those army weapons.
Yeah, man. It's just a way of them moving people that aren't as high as them or as big as them out of the way, man.
People that wouldn't go for what they want, they're getting rid of them.
You're getting rid of them. If you're not a part of that Doge and all that good stuff, man, like, look, I'm trying to eliminate you, man.
And if they get rid of all the minorities they want to get rid of right now, then they got less people to worry about that's already here that they want to get rid of.
It's kind of almost like they're giving us an option. They're telling us what's going to happen, man. Either you could stay around and see what happens, or you can get out of Doge.
Yeah, you can get the hell out of town, boy. You better go.
You feel me, man? Like,
but their town is like the whole country. Their town is Mexico, Canada, and United States. They like, we want it all.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like, this shit stands for Department of Government Efficiency, man. Like I'm kind of scared with this shit, man. And bro, like, it's like they're taking over, man.
They are.
Yeah, you're right.
And the two individuals that's gonna be in control of this so-called Department of Government Efficiency is Elon Musk and some guy named Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't even know who the fuck he
is. You said it
bro.
better than I would.
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy or some shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who this dude is, man.
It don't matter. They know who he is.
Find out.
And this is all created to like dismantle and restructure like federal agencies, man. Like, so these two dudes are gonna fucking basically take over and control the federal agencies. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Or did you see that the lady Jaguar Wright that used to sing backup for Jay-Z that's been calling everybody out?
Yeah.
She came out with MAGA yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
Rocking it hard. Wow. And they was like, well, she's a plant. And they wanted her to say all this stuff and expose shit because she's only exposing pretty much black people. She's like, bring them down. Bring them down. And so Trump's using every card he can to bring everybody down. Well, I'm telling you, that's why he was at the Super Bowl. You know, they knew Kendrick was performing that. He's like, bring him down. Fuck Canada. Like, shit's right. Bigger than we think, man. It don't seem like it, but it might be.
You're right, Chris, because like Dogecoin was started in like 2021. All right. Mm-hmm. And it was endorsed by rich celebrities. And ever since 2021 until now, it's a $45 billion business, man. Like, so
a lot of bread.
It's a lot of bread, but all of these rich people are in on this. Like Elon Musk was taken to court over this shit, man, because they try to say he was doing like some insider trading because he had bought a lot of the stock in the Dogecoin, and they thought that he was like inside trading and all that because he basically created this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you being a creator, you can't have like insider trading and all that. But they threw that case out because he wanted. They didn't find any evidence that he had
He's got more
insider.
money than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basically, it was a payoff to get it thrown out, but they basically said it was no evidence of insider trading or fraud or anything of that nature. So that's how he got off that case. But it's interesting, man, because Elon has taken over the federal part of this government, man, when it comes to these agencies. And I'm just like, who is this guy and when did he run for anything?
Well, Trump's just hiring businessmen. I mean, look,
That's
what his inauguration, what everybody said, the three wealthiest people in the world was there. You had, what was it, Mark Zucker, is his name Mark? Zuckerberg, Facebook.
Yeah.
And all that. Of course, Elon Musk. And then who am I missing? There was a third one.
Boy.
Who?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff was all three.
Your boy. You work for him.
But all three were there, right? It is inauguration, standing behind, or they were there.
The only one missing was Bill.
Wealthiest people in the world.
Yeah, we can't leave Bill out.
Bill was the only one missing, but he's doing all that other work for him.
Oh,
they all working together.
He's doing the behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
No, he's doing it in the open.
I mean,
he buys like 75% of the U.S. farmland. Like, how you do that?
Yeah, how you do that? He can do that because he got that.
Yeah, and that's why eggs is $15 a pack now.
Yeah, man.
Because he said you ain't buying nothing but what he wants you to buy.
Screw that. Zeb, you buying eggs for $15? Hell no.
I don't like them that.
I haven't bought eggs in about a month. I'm not going to.
Hey, I love eggs, but man, like me and you talk about this
or something.
Yeah, me and you talked about this yesterday. Cause I can find something else cheaper.
Yeah, I can survive without it.
A dozen eggs for $15. My ass.
Like me though, I got coworkers that got farms, man, and they got chickens. They need eggs to work, bro.
Yeah, there you go. Support your local farmers. There you go.
Support
right there.
Your local farmers.
And I'm giving them like $5 for like 18 eggs.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, just take the eggs. I'm like, nah, I gotta at least give you something towards the
let's give a shit. There's a farm, like a local one down the road here.
Yeah.
People can get, milk and eggs and I forget the name of it though.
And it's hit and miss, man.
My wife has been there.
A lot of people say they don't like brown eggs. Man, I like a white egg, but
they're the same.
It's not. It's the different texture when you're making certain stuff with a brown egg versus a white egg. But
I mean, you're talking to Chef Rush over here. He knows.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm eating both. But I'm not gonna make devil eggs with brown eggs because the texture of the yolk is just different than a brown egg. So you'd rather make like a devil egg or something like that with a white egg. Now those brown eggs you can make like a potato salad with. You know what I'm saying? So it's different textures in the yolk when you're dealing with a white and a brown egg. So
gotcha.
Let's start that chicken farm.
Chef Rush.
Start the chicken farm.
Hey, I got the yard back here. Let's get some chickens.
Start that
a rooster.
Farm.
I got random chickens just running around in my neighborhood. Like I think
are you
from
serious?
From this Hispanic dude's house. And I think they got out, man. Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 of them, bro.
No.
They're probably trying to save money.
But isn't that illegal in like city limits?
There's an ordinance in Winchester. You can't have. My great-grandmother had chickens. Like she was part of that ordinance where they shut all that down.
Yeah.
Because the roosters would make all this noise.
Yeah, it's just a city ordinance thing. Like you can't have farm animals in city limits.
You used to see cows. Like there's people that had cows in Winchester.
Yeah.
In city limits.
Yeah. I might just open my backyard gate and let them in. And then lock it.
Get them laying eggs.
And then start feeding the motherfuckers, man. Come out in the morning. I have like 36 eggs out back.
I just want some goats to eat my grass so I don't have to cut it. It'd be good enough for me.
But yeah, man, this Doge shit, man, just research yourself and stay up on it, man.
Well, I saw where the Doge coin is dropping in the stock market.
Is it?
That's today.
Nah, that's just today, man. When it comes to the stock market, you can't get worried, man. You're gonna have up and downs. People always want to trade and sell. Don't trade.
Just don't support them. Period. Whatever those three.
Well, majority of the stockholders and shareholders and Dogecoin is celebrities, man.
Oh,
So
of course.
they done pretty much bought all the shares up.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure there's shares out there, but it's probably expensive as shit now because it's worth a lot now.
I mean, look how much eggs are. It doesn't matter now, man. They're gonna do what they want with these prices.
Of course.
Well, if you're going to slap tariffs on all our business partners, I guess other countries where we get goods from, and I mean everything, because America don't make nothing no more.
But that's their way to say they're gonna tax us and raise the price on
Yeah.
everything here too, because they want that. They want us to struggle to survive and wipe us out, man. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I've noticed when we've gotten these frigid temperatures, like every time it's been like in the low teens, gas has went up.
Because they know we need it.
You got to warm your car up more now. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, why'd our electric bill go up too?
that went up too.
Dude, electric bill was insane.
Yeah, ours was like $600 and something, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And why? What do you probably usually pay on average?
Probably like 150.
See, dude, mine was like that. Mine was doubled this month of what we pay. Doubled.
I mean, we use it more when it's colder, of course, but to raise them prices like that's nuts, and there's nothing you can do, or just not turn your heat on. And then you got pipes that's might go bust and all that too.
It's called inflation, bro.
That's the name for it. It's called survival of the fittest, and they know we ain't the fittest.
True.
Because they got all the ownership to everything.
Right. They really do, man. They really do. And they know when we need certain stuff. That's why they raise prices on certain things, man. Like dude, watch when the summer hit, man. Watch what gas be, man. I would not be surprised if gas shoot up to like $5 a gallon.
Summer is the worst. I've always said it's just.
And I'm speaking 5 gallons, Tony, because I can only put 93 premium in my car, so I'll probably be looking at like over $5 a gallon, bro, in the summertime.
God, I really hate to see what they pay for out in California and stuff. Because when I went out to California, this was almost 20 years ago. The gas prices it was over $5 a gallon.
They were already there.
They were already like, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but
they're probably like at $10 a gallon or something.
But majority of people that live in California are what?
Well, you're right.
They're wealthy,
but
they're in the rich. They're in the 1% of people that differ from all the other people, so they can afford it, and they're putting money right back into.
Chris, you speak on that. You live in New York. Does that mean? It all balances out. They pay you just enough
to survive.
Exactly.
But now they're changing it even more because Elon and Donald and Bill and them have all come together and said, "This is what we're going to do."
Like prices aren't the same.
They're truly cornering the market. They made that monopoly game years ago, and now they're doing it.
Yeah. This has been in the works.
So to say that you can't have a monopoly, my bad. But to say you can't have a monopoly, so there's different kinds of companies to sell things. So right, you can't have the only chicken or shoe company in the neighborhood because there's no competition. But when they create these things now and shut down all the other ones that they don't have money in, the ones that are there that feels like, oh, we don't have monopoly, it's competition, they own all of them. Yeah. So they really do have a monopoly on us.
They do.
Oh, there's
Fridays just closed down for good. So did Hooters. So my company closed down 2 weeks ago. Well, I've been out of a job for 2 weeks. Look, now Fridays, Hooters is other ones that just closed their doors this week, and it's going to keep happening.
Well, Fridays closed?
Yep.
Yeah, the company's done.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Hooters, they're changing their name to Lips.
Yeah.
Nah, but look, man, they've cornered the market, but really we didn't realize it growing up because we was taught, oh, you can't have a monopoly. But really now, BlackRock, Vanguard, and they're all a part of all that. They all own everything.
Yeah, they do, man. They really do.
And that's why they want to dominate and take over the Middle East, because the only thing they don't run is the overall oil game.
Yeah, like my 401k, the company basically that runs that is Vanguard.
Yeah, and that's Elon and all of them.
Yeah.
They got everything.
Well, monopolies in this area is the electric company.
Like, and you know how you can like borrow.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. The railroads and everything.
It's supposed to be against the law. They're supposed to, I'm looking it up right now. It says they having monopolies. The government's supposed to restrict that shit. But are they doing? Look, we got one electric company in this whole tri-state, right? Am I right or wrong? It's Shenandoah Valley Electric.
I think so.
And then water company.
And ours is Con Edison up here.
So they have no competition.
Right.
So they can gouge you as much as they want. But
That's
another
called cornering the market, though, like Chris said.
Yeah, they got everything. They make you feel like there's options, but
they
own all
unless you go solar. That's where
they own that too.
Your only other option.
They own all of that.
A lot of people's have been putting solar panels on their homes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, in the long run, it's probably the best way to go.
It is.
You install that, and you're good to go.
Because have you seen it getting any better?
Mm-mm.
Everything's getting worse. So you can't sit here and tell me that electric's going to get better and cheaper.
Oh, hell no. Like I say, they can charge whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
But look at the name of our company up here, Con Edison. Because they say Thomas Edison created all of it, which he didn't. It was Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they killed him and stole his ideals. We talked about that kind of before. Con Edison. What the hell is a con?
Con man.
Yeah, they ain't no Thomas Edison didn't invent that. But they conning us because they making us pay for it now.
That's right.
And Nikola Tesla was like, no, it should be free for everybody. They was like, what? Killed him, stole it out there and said everybody got to pay for this.
Right.
And that's how they get rich.
Mm-hmm.
Tony looks like he's tired of thinking about it because they about to knock us off the grid.
I'm getting a headache thinking about this shit.
They have all the masters to all the blueprints, Tony. You have to believe it. All of them.
Oh, there's a blueprint to everything.
Yeah, but those rich people, those elite people that pretty much run our world, they got it. They got it.
Yeah. You're right.
That's why they're.
And that's funny because Jay-Z had the blueprint.
How do you think they keep coming out with all these creations, man? They have the blueprints, man. And guess what they have to back it up? The fucking money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge.
They got the money, and they're backing one another up. Because if I ain't got it, guess what? I'm going to go over here to my billionaire buddy. Hey, Bill, man, look, I got this going on, man. Throw in $45 billion, and I'll throw in $45 billion. And boom, there it is. They got us cornered, man.
Must be nice.
I'm with Chris, man.
Yeah, they run this.
Man.
Oh, we know. We all know.
Yeah, man.
So in closing, guys, do you have anything else to talk about? I mean, I know, like I mentioned before, Hanley's playing James Wood Monday night.
No, not James Wood, Sharando.
I keep saying James Wood.
At Hanley, right? All the games are at Hanley, right?
Yeah, until I guess they get further and further, hopefully, into the playoffs and stuff. It might, but they should have a few home games because they're the number one seed. Yeah, right.
Don't forget, Skyline plays Meridian Tuesday.
Yep, Skyline, Meridian. Check them boys out. So that's a big one.
Yeah,
just a mention because that's their third time playing too, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Actually, y'all might play James Wood. I think Sharando and Millbrook play her. I'm confused.
No, it's Sharando because Sharando and James Wood.
Is Millbrook in Charlottesville?
I believe so.
Oh, you got the bracket?
No. I think that might be at Millbrook.
Sent him earlier. Been a while.
I know y'all text too damn much. I'm not going back and looking at it.
You should have it ready.
Y'all be texting like women.
Ooh, you?
Yeah. Like chat. I'll cut y'all off.
You said cut y'all off.
Right. So yeah, anyway, moving on. We gotta wrap this up, guys. So yeah, Millbrook. I believe the game's at Millbrook. They come to Millbrook. But everybody will find out. Oh well, I think when he found it.
That's the girls.
Bro. See, we got the girls up.
We don't know about it.
Nah, we ain't worried about it. So, all right, guys. Yeah, everybody, thanks for listening to us. And you can hit us up on X, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and check out our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We have a icon up there on our screen. You watch on YouTube, you can just click and subscribe. It's free, nothing to it. So we appreciate all the support from everybody. And until next Sunday, guys, enjoy your day because I know Wayne wants to go get cooking and watch some NBA today.
Know what I do, Chef Rush, baby.
I'm gonna give me a plate. All right, fellas, we out.
Televised, ain't no good in private. Not knowledge to the ignorant, ain't never been bliss. Stand up and be heard, we the new activists. Yeah, brothers with opinion, let the convo begin. You know communication key, but then you must comprehend. Preach, B.W.O, let your voices be heard. We enlightened by the truth and now we spreading the word. Let's go. How do we learn to live when we conditioned to die? Most people fail before they start because they don't ever try. Man, they told us we was worthless, we believed in the lie. We took it way too literal when Big said ready to die. You know the KKK turn the cops in disguise. Man, a lot done changed, but race still applies. 5-0, hands up, don't even ask why. Trayvon, Mike Brown, man, another mother's cry. Hey, B.W.